Welcome, everybody. And what a joy it is to be with you today on what is the birthday of astrology. The astrological chart starts at 0 degrees of Aries. That's the beginning of everything. That's the birth. Aries rules the head first. And on March the 20th, it is the vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere and the autumnal equinox in the southern hemisphere. So whenever we have one of the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, we have a change of season. So we're coming into a change of season. You can feel it, you can sense it, you can smell it. There's a change in the air. And I feel as though it's my role here to translate for you, to be the interpreter of what the solar chart looks like for astrology, for the planets, for this coming year. So let's dive into this amazing chart for the equinox at 0 degrees of Aries. It gives us an opportunity to restart, to re-energize, to reactivate. And Aries is all about being brave, being courageous, being clear. Aries ruled by Mars. And if we look at Mars, the glyph for Mars, it's an arrow in one direction. Yes, it's clear, it's one. Welcome, welcome. Whenever I do a live stream, it's always, it's this energy of I've got to be brave, because you don't know what's going to happen when you go live. You are live, of course, all the time, but we're not always aware of it physically. And Aries is a physical sign, wanting you to get in touch with the physicality of right here, right now. You might want to just touch your body. Just say, hey, hello, I'm here, I've arrived. I've been birthed. This is an opportunity for a rebirth. Might just want to touch your head and your face. So beautiful when you see somebody on a film just touching somebody's face. I have a beautiful friend who's just adopted quite an old kitty called Big Wallace. And early in the morning, he comes into the bed and he just, with his paw, gently taps her face, saying, "Are you ready to get up yet?" So perhaps gently tap your face, your head. Just feel the preciousness of your life. Right here, right now, you're alive at this momentous time. And I'm so grateful that you're here with me, that we're here together, dear soul family. Thank you to Lucy for being here at the drop of a hat. Good job she's an Aries, isn't it? Because she does come on board at the drop of a hat. I'll say, Lucy, I'm going live in an hour. And she'll say, okay, yeah, fine. And thank you, April, for joining too, also at the drop of a hat, helping to moderate here. So what are we looking at? What are the aspects on this day of March the 20th? Because this like a solar return, like when you have a solar return chart done, which shows you the aspects coming up for this year for you. What does this year look like on a global, on a collective level? What can we do with these energies? So we've got one planet, the sun, exalted in Aries. It's in an exaltation there because it's strong, it's bright, it shines no matter what the weather. If the weather's raining or it's snowing or it's foggy, the Aries sun will shine its light. There are children being born no matter what the weather, all over the world. So this is a very clear point of action, of forward momentum. You might have a certain restlessness going on, but this is an opportunity to move into a new season for all of us. So what's the flavor of the season? Okay, let's look at the astrological flavor. What are the other planets doing? Well, the moon is in Gemini. So the sun is in Aries, the moon is in Gemini. So Gemini is encouraging us to look at the words that we use, the words that we are using to communicate. Look at the words that you're using to yourself. The Gemini moon suggests that we're going to be wanting to act quickly. There's going to be a lot more quick action. And when we look at the midpoint between the sun in Aries and the moon in Gemini, the exact midpoint is 8 degrees of Taurus. And this is exactly conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So what does this mean? Well, it means that it's going to be quite choppy. Don't expect a smooth flight. Don't expect a smooth journey, smooth seas. Don't wish for it. Say, okay, things are choppy. Let me see how I can adapt to a different circumstance. Yeah, the weather might get cold. So, okay, so put on another layer and zip yourself up. Cuddle a teddy. This is my little travel teddy because he's nice and little and he fits in the side of my rucksack. So you can always take a little friend with you along the journey. And it's a journey of more awakening. Uranus, planet of awakening, and Taurus, awakening to the physicality and to everything that's going on with you, to keep coming back to the body and especially the head. Yes, because in the head, yeah, you've got your ears, you've got your listening apparatus, you've got the visual apparatus, you've got the tasting, the smelling. Yeah, most of it's going on here. So really become aware right now, maybe, as to what's my experience? What am I hearing? Can I pay attention? You see, the energy of Mars is about being able to give your totally focused attention to something, unwavering. So it may be your attention to loving somebody. And ideally with the Aries sun, loving yourself. And the attention may be pulled because Mars ruler is in Gemini. So you may find yourself quite distracted. There may be lots and lots of distractions. And with the North Node in Gemini as well, we've got all this Gemini energy. We've got 3 energies in Gemini: Mars, the moon, and the North Node. So this is a lot of energy about what are we thinking? Where are we on the mental plane? Are you going mental? Are you going a little crazy? Do you look at the world and say things are very crazy out there? Chances are they're going to get a bit crazier. And at the same time, next to this sun in Aries, conjunct, tightly conjunct, we've got Venus in Pisces. So Sun and Venus, there's a great opportunity this coming year for love, for feeling love. That's why I call this video, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Let's set the stage where we can't help but fall in love with one another. And what's the key? The question is, it's great to think mentally, I want to be able to fall in love with you. But is that my physical reality? Is that my reality? Do I really feel that connection with every being, with every animal? It's easier with animals, of course, because they don't answer back and they don't say nasty things. Although they do hiss sometimes if you do something they don't like. And the three planets in Pisces, Venus and Neptune and Mercury, are very much wanting you to get into the feeling body. What am I feeling? And sometimes, I don't know about you, sometimes for me, the feelings are overwhelming. I feel overwhelmed sometimes with a feeling of sadness, of grief. And I think that we are beginning to feel one another and to feel yourself more. Yeah, that's why Teddy's help. Yeah, Teddy's help. Yes, always helpful to soothe with Teddy's. Whoopsie daisy. They do want to say hello. And many of you have told me you've got Teddies or animals or something that's soothing you. And the emotions with this energy. So Aries wants you to be brave. And Pisces wants you to be vulnerable. Can you be a vulnerable leader? Can you allow your emotions to come up? As children, so much of the time, we were told, don't do this, don't do that, don't say that, don't do the other. The conditioning's strong. And it's about experiencing, I feel, with these aspects, going in and out, because we've got so many dual planets, 3 planets in Pisces, 2 planets in Gemini, and the North Node in Gemini, the nodes in the mutables. So you may experience deciding one thing, then changing your mind, being pulled one way and then going another way. Feeling a lot of emotion about one thing and then suddenly it's gone, it's released, it's okay. So can you allow other people to have their emotions, not to take it personally? Because if something's being ignited in you, it's something in you that needs to be healed, most likely. Beautiful. Thank you, Laurie. Being vulnerable is very brave. Exactly. Showing that inner soft layer. So there's going to be a lot of duality and possibly a lot of judgments about one another of, have you done this? Have you done that? Can we accept different opinions, different views? Is it all right if we have freedom of speech? Piers Morgan saying what he felt about Meghan Markle, for those of you that follow the royals and the news. Can we just accept it? That's going to be the big question. Lilith, thank you. You're deserving of your own love and compassion. And I think that the feelings are going to be, it's tuning in. Yeah, there's been demonstrations in New Zealand because they want to build a housing project where there's some ancient, beautiful trees. And I know that's been going on in the UK as well, pulling down forests and trees. We wouldn't be able to do that if we were in touch with our feelings. We wouldn't need laws. We wouldn't need a legal system, I feel, if the heart was open. If your heart was open, you would know, you would feel, you would know immediately the consequences of an action. You would know immediately that if I do this, this is going to cause pain to so many beings. But because we're half asleep and we're being awakened now with that Uranus midpoint this year, this is an awakening point. And I have to say, I don't like having a lot of these feelings. A lot of the time, it's very uncomfortable. But again, don't look for comfort. Don't look for easy. I have to confess, I've been looking for comfortable and easy. And New Zealand has been anything but comfortable and easy. And it's been good. It's been a wake-up call to get in much more in touch with the feelings that come up as they come up, and not suppressing them and not resisting them. That's lovely, Julia. Yeah, we all have our own path and our own speed. That's it. Everybody's on their own journey, and there is going to be much more of a realization of the connectedness between us. And the overwhelming grief that you might be feeling, if some of you are feeling that, is tuning into the collective. There is much pain, there is much suffering. And the anger that you may be feeling, or the frustration and the injustices, it's going on. We're in a wider area of activation. So this energy is about activating your feeling body, allowing yourself to feel yourself. I often find this is very soothing, just here along this area. It's what the Greeks do. Yeah, when you say something to them, they always touch the heart. Whenever I say thank you, ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ, here, always. My friends call me καρδιά μου, heart μου, καρδιά, γλυκά μου, and they touch the heart. Sweet me, you. Γλυκά μου, καρδιά μου, σ' αγαπώ, I love you. And with all this Pisces energy, it's about awakening to the fact, when I asked you what you wanted last week, and this is about, again, looking about what it is you want, what you're looking for now, it's feelings. You want to experience love. You want to feel joy. We want to feel connected. These are feelings. So I'm encouraging you to work with feelings. Now, astrologically, it's interesting for me, the two most emotional elements are water. We know water is emotional. The tears, the grief, the sadness, the compassion, the love, the nurturing. And I had a client come to me this week who was quite concerned, yeah? And she said to me, I'm concerned because I've got no water planets other than Pluto in Scorpio, the outermost planet. And I've got none of those planets in the water houses. So how come I'm so emotional? And I looked at a chart and it's got tons of fire. And fire is very emotional. Fire is very passionate. So we've got this energy of the fire with this sun moving into Aries. It burns up old energy, burning things. It's hot. It's a heat energy. So don't be surprised if anger or frustration or injustice or passion and excitement and joy come up. And then we've got this watery energy that we are working with as well. So don't be surprised if you've got this, the changeable moods. Yeah, this is changeable. It's a very changeable energy. So, okay, go with the changeability if you can, to the best of your ability. And with all this Pisces energy, I feel music is a bridge. Music, art, the creative arts are a bridge to our connection. It's great. The words are great. We've got the Gemini energy. We're working with light language, new languages, new ways of talking. And perhaps we could create some new words. What would be the new words that you would create? What would be new words that we could use? Because words have vibration to them. The words can be healing. What would be 3 words that you'd like to use today? What would be your 3 words of the day leading up to this energy of this equinox? 3 power words. 3 power words. Well, courage would be a good one. Courage. That'd be a nice word to use. What else? What would be 3 words? Courage. Yes, I miss my music. I wanted to play to you today. Fortunately, I don't have a violin here or a piano, but things are going to be rectified, I feel, soon. It's a new season. It's a new beginning. So I did want to play for you because I do have a couple of pieces that I feel are very pertinent and powerful that we can use to activate these energies. Shining is a word I like here. Shining, strength, courage, spirit, surrender, confidence. Love it. Woof, I like that, Scotland Sam. How about a woof? Compassion, health, love, hope. Yeah, cool. Yes. Choose your words. Freedom, boldness. Yeah, kindness. Have you noticed they have different frequencies? And in music, you will hear the different frequencies. So I have to play for you, and I think I've found something that is royalty free. I'm not sure, I'm not 100%, so it may be cut, but for me, this piece of music, it's a very famous piece of classical music. I think all of you will know it, and it does say it's non-copyright, but to me, Beethoven, a Sagittarius, one of the most passionate of composers, and the frustration he must have had as he was going deaf. And you can hear it in the music, and you can hear him shaking his fist at the hierarchy, at the people, yeah, the injustices, and releasing, and also the joy, the sense of hope, the sense of promise for the future. So let me play this for you. I hope you will enjoy this. I'm going to have to use a different microphone here. And here we go. And so you can hear the passion there. You hear listening. Can I hear what's going on? And the power there. So I want you to feel your power. So Beethoven can help you really get in touch with your bravery. Yes. And he conducted that Ninth Symphony. Makes me want to cry when I think of it. He conducted his Ninth Symphony. And the people were clapping. There was a standing ovation. And he couldn't hear, he couldn't hear it. He didn't turn. So let's bless the senses that we've got, the things that you can hear, that you can hear music, that we can hear vibrations. And the other song I wanted to play to you, I've given you the clue in the title, and again I've searched for something that I hope is copyright free, but I want to give the credit to this wonderful violinist. She's a young girl. Where's my little notes here? I'm so excited to share this with you. Yes, Karolina Protsenko, who is just a street violinist, very popular one, I have to say, and she's playing a violin rendition of Can't Help Falling in Love with You. And I think that's the message as well. So there's the message of the courage, the bravery. I'm going to do what is right for me. And at the same time, I'm going to try and listen to my insides and fall in love with you. So I hope you'll enjoy this piece. I hope that YouTube will allow me to play it. And Lucy's going to put a link into the chat and also on the comments for you to be able to find it, because you'll see her face. She so wants to give you the music, to share it with you. Soon, I hope to also be able to play it for you. So here goes. So I'm not sure if we get cut, but I did want to thank Lucy and April for being here and sending you so, so much love. May we feel ourselves and one another, and may you be brave and courageous and step out and stand out as we move into this new energized equinox. Much love to you.